Hey YouTube, this is Eileen, the Environmental Educator. This is video 3 of my new channel, Environmental Educator, EDUCATOR. I am the environmental education and agenda the world needs, and I have to use YouTube as my global microphone, right? I've been stupid for a while, I guess, but here I am, as I've been telling Hobbycore like for years. Well, the best you can do is start today. So here I am. So I need your help, right? Because this is, I guess, our global microphone, okay? And I am the education and agenda the world needs, and there are solutions, even though everybody screaming for solutions is, just holding them back. There actually are solutions. We don't need people screaming for a solution because the solutions are sitting on those people's desks, okay? And so that's why I'm here, because, I even put out a book, Stop Terrorism, United States Style, Greenhouse Gases are Weapons of Mass Destruction too, and it's good and it's funny and it's true, and it's the education and agenda the world needs and the 20-year history of everyone who won't allow it, which is pretty much everyone, and it hasn't caught on quite yet, I guess, because no one knows me. Okay, that's a problem. So this is my global microphone, and I am the environmental 911 call. And I'm sorry to be the one to tell you, video 2 of this channel was about how Al Gore is not quite the complete opposite of what he portrays himself as. And sadly enough, I can say that about Billie Jean King too. It's sad, right? Billie Jean King, a person of principle, right? She, when she takes something on, she completes it, she wins it, she does a good job with it. Well, environmentally, nobody's been achieving, right? Everybody's just screaming louder and louder for a more desperately needed solution. So Billie Jean King got in the game, right? She started her GreenSlam, like a tennis Grand Slam, GreenSlam to win the planet back, right? She was going to win the planet back through sports and education and, teaching people how to be responsible and, being that leadership by example, number 4 in my agenda. And, I think she was really well intended. She had a bunch of really bad people around her, right? She paired up with her GreenSlam, paired up with the United States Tennis Association, who, Billie Jean King's name is the stadium. It's not the stadium, it's the facility. Like it's her facility, and then stadiums are named after other people, but the whole facility is named after Billie Jean. So, she was gonna win the planet back, starting with her named facility, and she was well intended, but the USTA environmental worker, she's as incompetent as everybody else out there, right? They're all getting paid out there to do work, and they all think they're coming up with results, but every global report continues to state that things are getting worse even faster than expected. So I hate to be the one to tell them, especially because then they always are like, well, we don't want to work with you because we don't like you. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm what you need. Okay, anyways, because they just don't like hearing that their work is the work that isn't achieving, right? Renee really thinks, the USDA worker, I talked to her one day, and maybe it's a different one now, and she just kept being, I have a 15-year resume, and your resume is? And I'm like, in the 15 years you've been accruing a resume, I've not been allowed to achieve light years better work, which is why your work is creating most every global report saying that things are getting worse even faster than expected, right? And Renee doesn't like hearing that, right? And so, hey, she hooked up with the NRDC, right? Because, hey, who wouldn't you hook up with? I mean, right? And so, it seems they paid an NRDC consultant. There was definitely an NRDC consultant on board, and all of them together came up with a recycling program. recycling, right? All the waste that comes out of the stadium concessions, and a few other minimal things that Renee will promote as grand. That, believe me, I have ripped to shreds. I'm like, no. I mean, U.S. Open is week 37 of Environmental Educator, just showing how abusive sports have been. I mean, when Billie Jean King started playing tennis, we didn't have environmental problems, and the guys of her age talk about, they all traveled around together in the same van, right? Today, I mean, the whole tennis world is up in the air every day, and all the top players, not all, a lot, private planes. I mean, that's what we've progressed to, and that is the problem. Okay, I point that out in week 37, and a bunch of other things. Okay, like military flyovers over the U.S. Open. Right? How many? And I tell the military too. I'm like, you want to reduce waste, you want to be responsible. Well, how abusive are those? Right? It's it's just silly. So we can't be doing those. But the USTA and all these people, they didn't care. They went out and they refused to get educated themselves and educate their staffs and educate their, in this case, all of the tennis players, right, to lead responsible lives. And I mean, hey guys, check out environmentaleducator.org, right? Instead, no, they keep expanding on beyond environmentally abusive actions. They just, promoting like these itsy bitsy things they do as grand, while they were out. They came up with this recycling, right? And meanwhile, they were refusing to convert the stadium concessions to reusable. We wouldn't have recyclables on my agenda, so they were refusing that. They won't tell anybody that, right? So they actually, those three, the USTA, Billie Jean King, GreenSlam, the NRDC consultant, they paired up with the Green Sports Alliance, right? Because they're a member, because they care, and the Green Sports Alliance, that's a whole nother video. But and they had a conference before, it was last year, 2013 or 2012 U.S. Open, and they had a conference with speakers, and how can they be better, and right? And then they took a tour of Billie Jean King's facility and the USTA and the recycling program that they were encouraged to duplicate while they weren't allowing me to speak at the conference, right? Billie Jean King, GreenSlam, the USTA, or the Green Sports Alliance would not allow me to speak at the conference to tell all of the other stadium people who I've knocked at their doors, like, no, reduce by reusing is what we need to work with. Like, these people did this Mickey Mouse work here, but we can actually lead the world with what it needs, okay? Would they let me say that? No. They kept that from everybody. They mandated these people to follow their Mickey Mouse recycling program. Seriously, it was like 2012, 2013 that they put in a recycling program, and they're so proud of themselves. You're like, you're kidding me. I mean, you should have had a recycling, a decade or more ago, okay? It's just crazy. And that's not even the solution, right? That just keeps the people you keep environmentally illiterate thinking that that's a good thing to do, because the masses you're promoting your recycling program to, you're keeping them from knowing that recycling's last. And just because that's all we talk about, what we have to be talking about and working towards is reduce by reusing. But they're not going to let anybody know that. It's just it's all their game right now, right? It's all just one-way propaganda coming out of them. And who's going to counter it, right? Any news agency is going to go out there and tell you the truth? No, that's why I'm on YouTube, right? And the one good thing I can say about Billie Jean King is that Billie Jean King has closed up shop, right? GreenSHAM, as I called it, her GreenSlam, as she calls it, does not exist anymore. It's not online. You can't find it anywhere. You can't find where she has said why she's closing her doors. I have asked her assistant. Believe me, Billie Jean King has a chapter in my book, and there's a lot of communication that has gone through her assistant. I know that this has gotten to Billie Jean King. This has gotten to Billie Jean, okay? So I know it's gotten to Billie Jean. And it is because of me continuing to harp on Billie Jean, telling her, essentially, I mean, you're just a fraud, right? You can't be going out and promoting recycling when you are refusing to lead the world into the reusable future we need, working to reduce by reusing. You just can't do it. So she has bowed out, and I am sure that is why she has. She's just apparently not telling anybody, and but it's clear as day to me, who knows all the correspondence that's going on between me and them, and at least she is decent enough to back out. But that's not really what we need. We need we need somebody who's actually gonna take the lead and win the planet back. But that is the highlights of Billie Jean King, and her. I've never had direct communication with her. I'm a nobody, right? I'm a nobody. I don't. Only when I meet these people randomly do I get their attention, and that hasn't happened with Billie Jean, and she folded up shop. So that is the good thing, that at least she's not out compromising her integrity anymore, I guess you could say. But the bad thing is we still need somebody to dial environmental 911. And people, I'm telling you, that's you. Okay, that's you. So get educated, environmentaleducator.org. Share it with your friends. Download the app and get on board. Hey, if you're a sports stadium, if you're even a college sports stadium, give me a call. We can, for a nominal fee, I can come in. We can work this out. And you will save money in the long run, a lot of money, right? Let's get a bunch of stadiums together. I mean, as the Green Sports Alliance, let's get everybody together, right? You can all chip in just a little bit, and then you can all have the solution. We can all come to it together, right? Same thing, college can do it too. Somebody's got to take the lead. Okay, Billie Jean King won't. And that's sad to say, but it's true, and so that's just how it is, and she's gonna have to publicly acknowledge that someday. It's gonna, when this channel catches on, she's just gonna have to publicly acknowledge that someday. So that's just the scoop there. Stay tuned to YouTube's Environmental Educator channel and get educated and get people on board, because otherwise, we are headed for the global devastation they say we are, and I am the best chance of preventing that, and so are you with your cooperation. So we're all in this together, people. So have a good day, and check back, stay tuned, watch all the videos, share them too. Thanks. See ya.